Well, Scottish house prices have suffered their biggest quarterly fall for at least 16 years, according to research by Lloyds TSB. The bank's Scottish House Price Monitor showed the average domestic property dropped in value by 4% in the 3 months to October the 31st. Chief Economist at Lloyds TSB, Professor Donald McCrae, says it's all part of the economic downturn.
It's quite clear that the housing market in Scotland has reacted to the credit crunch and the reduced availability of mortgages and the economic slowdown and the fall in confidence. And it's showing that in two ways. A big reduction in the number of transactions, that's purchases and sales, 43% in this latest quarter compared to the same quarter 1 year ago. And of course this price fall, which is the largest in the 16 years of the monitor, of 4% in the quarter.
Jonathan Davis is a chartered financial planner from Armstrong Davis and a spokesperson for houseprisecrash.co.uk. What's your analysis of the latest figures?
Absolutely inevitable. The only reason why Scotland took a bit longer to see house price falls was because of the difference in the selling system that they have compared to the England and Wales. You know, the offers over system. The guy there mentioned the credit crunch. What that actually means is, to real people, is that the banks aren't lending. David Buick earlier talked about until the banks recapitalise, they're not going to be lending. Well, I tell you, they're not going to be lending for years because the banks locally and globally have lost hundreds of billions, indeed trillions of pounds.
Well, what's going to happen as we go into a wider economic recession and people have less money? Lots of people will be losing their jobs.
That, again, I'm very sorry to say, is inevitable. We've had, it's no coincidence that the Lloyds TSB report is the biggest fall in 16 years. Because in the last 16 years, we've had a house price boom, which turned into a bubble. In that period, Gordon Brown was forever saying he's abolished boom and bust. Well, in fact, all he did was defer bust. There was a gorging on debt over these years, and now, unfortunately, it's all unwinding. Unemployment's rising, home repossessions are rising. Banks clearly are letting people go by the 100, if not the 1,000, particularly because of mergers and etc. You look at the retail, financial services, estate agents, mortgage brokers, retailers, car dealers, developers, construction. Unfortunately, it's right across the economy, right across society. Home prices are going to be falling for years.
Jonathan Davis from houseprisecrash.co.uk. Thanks very much.